Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Angel. Oh, you were right not to join that Fortnite session. It was god awful. So I'll show you what. So I got sick, so I got a little backtracked. Yeah, so I got a little backtracked. I'll pull up the one I'm thinking about printing and we'll see what you think. Let me pull up the software. So I have access to a Deadpool one. I don't know that I really care for it though. You want me to make you pretzels? Why is it all not showing? Well, so it's not just about anything. I got to be able to find the model. I'm not a 3D designer, not yet. So I got to be able to find the model. So I tend to look through the libraries I have access to. Why is the full software not showing? Do I have some kind of... There we go. So I'll show you one. I bet I didn't bookmark it though. Let's see if I can find it. Someone who was on my stream before I got busy and sick and stuff had suggested this one. I love how I can't spell shit. Right here, this one. As far as here on this service, so these are the Deadpools they have. I don't really care for this one. I don't think that's a good representation of how I see Deadpool. And then they got a bust. Yeah, they don't do. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. So no, dog pool. Here you go. We could do that one for you. This one looked pretty cool, but I'm not the huge Venom fan, so. And this one looks really cool, but I think it might be a little beyond my skill set right now. Now, I had favorited some. So I was thinking about Invincible too. That'd be a neat one. Or maybe just a straight up Mario. To buy something? Yeah. I do commissioned work, you know that. I don't know. I'm kind of scared to do Leonardo. That is such an intricate build with painting and all that kind of stuff. I'm scared. And there's a couple that I would love to do, but like I'll show you one I really want to do, but I don't have the clear resin. I believe I would have to do clear. How cool would this be? But I think it would be really cool to do the entire statue in clear resin so that after you primed it, the flames were still clear. But I don't have the clear resin. What I was thinking was you could put, if you had the clear resin, I don't know, I'd have to think about it. Because I would like the flames to be kind of translucent. Oh, hello. I don't think they have. Ooh, that would be a good one though. Yeah, I don't think they're going to have it on this. Let's try a different. Let's do. Let me go over to a different. Yes, I'm human. This is where I got the Perry the Platypus that I just got through doing. Yeah, most of this looks kind of janky. That one's not, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't see anything too good on there. Let's try. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a site I'm going to find anything on, really. That one's kind of freaky looking. Why? Why would you want Power Rangers? They're not gonna have it. I stand corrected. They have a bust of the Red Power Ranger. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not showing it. Sorry. Hang on. What? Oh, look at that. That has to have LEDs in it. I'll get there someday. There you go. Oh, good God. That's utterly horrible. And they're dangling. So this is actually a miniature game called the Lion's Tower. I've never played it. They have a lot of the models on here for it. I know, Wicked. I've seen your utter coffee mug. Somebody had mentioned, I was on a Twitch stream earlier today and they were talking 3D printing, and somebody mentioned Godzilla, which I think would also be a really cool model. Oh, hey, Painty Paints. Angel's just throwing out all kinds of ideas. All right, let's do this before I go too far down a bunch of rabbit holes. Let's just go through the Lychee slicer library, and let's just go through and see what they got. I mean, it's a ton of pages, but and if I do not see anything that sticks out to everybody, then probably we'll just go with the Valkyrie that I found. Yeah, I saw him. What we'll do is I'll add the favorites when we find things we like, and then we'll go back at the end and see which one we prefer to do on this next build. Yeah, there is in this one. And quite honestly, I'm gonna be doing one of those. I just haven't got to it yet. You mean like where am I looking? Like what, like the library or whatever? All right, so no, so here's the thing. My resin printer has to have slicing software. The software slices the model up and sends it to the printer for printing. This is a third-party slicer called Lychee. I actually like it's a really good slicing software, but I have to pay monthly for it. It's not free. And they had a subscription level on it where if I paid a little extra per month, I got access to their library of statues that they curate. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Yeah, they got several large dragons on this one, on their library. What I like about the Lychee stuff is not all of the models, but most of the models are pre-hollowed, they have drain holes, and they're pre-supported. So really all I have to do is line the parts up on my build plate and send it. Usually I have to do more than one print to get everything printed because it's more than the volume that I can handle. But so far the models I printed out of this library, Goku that I just got through doing, that was from this library. They've been really great models. I've had no issues whatsoever just hitting print. And I'm not really sure what she's from. If that's just a pinup girl or if she's from some show or something, but and actually, I think these are kind of interesting. So, Goku was the first time I'd done a skin tone, but they actually had this model that I can print just to practice doing skin tones and like maybe highlighting muscles and things like that. So eventually I'll be printing some of these just so I can practice painting. But See, and I thought about the Donkey Kong one, but I don't think that's a good representation of Donkey Kong, in my mind. Because I played the games. Okay, that's kind of freaky. Female predator. Oh, there's another Mario. It's me, a Mario. See, season 2 of Invincible is going on right now, so I'm really leaning toward Invincible. And I would love to do a One Piece statue, but I don't really want to do Buggy. Nobody likes Buggy. Yeah. You know what? I think I am. Let's just go ahead. Well, you know what? No. I want to go through some more pages before I make my decision. But yeah, I really like Invincible. There you go, girl in ramen. Yeah, the problem is finding the models. Good ones, anyway. I wouldn't mind doing Barbarella, too. Just because of the classic sci-fi feel. I was in this library last week, and I think I'm seeing some new stuff. I think they're adding even more stuff. There's Thanos. Oh, look, they got a Genshin Impact character. That's kind of funny. Doom would be cool, too. Oh no, don't get stuck in the dishwasher. Yeah, let's just do Invincible. I like Invincible. All right, give me a minute. I've got a new camera set up, and I'll get it set up so you can watch me set up the resin printer. Yeah, see, I can't fit all this on the plate. Don't crash on me. Is there a Cyndaquil? Cyndaquil? Cyndathingy? Alright, load. You can do it. So this is going to be at least 2, maybe 3 prints to get all this. Well, that's just part of it. The models are a certain size, but my build volume is only a certain size, so I have to print things as I can. So the stuff on the outside isn't going to try to print, right? It's only going to do the stuff that's on the plate. So that should have it. So let's bring up and then we're going to do hide you, renew. And then we are going to go to all right, so I got to get gloved. Proper PPE. So this camera is a really old security camera that I've repurposed. It's going to have some lag to it. But I am going to need to move this out of the way. How long a print? So let me get the resin in and get it set up, and then it will tell me how long it'll take. But I would imagine, considering I'm probably going to have to do 3 full prints, I would imagine it's going to take 2 or 3 days at least just to do the printing. And that's not doing the curing, washing, drying. Yeah, resin printing's a slow process, but that's why you get the higher detail out of it. All right, so that should have that done. Let's go back to our desktop view. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, so basically what I do is at this point I just go to export. But right here, so this one plate is going to take 7 hours and 15 minutes, 8 hours to print. So not great, but not horrible. I've done 12-hour prints, I think, before. And then, of course, this part takes forever, the slicing. Hey, Flea. I have the Elegoo Saturn Ultra. Yeah, the Saturn 4 Ultra. I just got it like maybe, oh Lord, not been all that long ago. Maybe a month. I've had it maybe 2 months, 3, maybe. Let me get this tent button back up. But I had no problems out of it so far. So yeah, you do the Battletech. Yeah, so I don't do miniature gaming. Not because I don't like it, I just don't have the people to play with, so I've never done it. I have not gotten a commission to do any kind of miniatures for people yet either, so. Oh, please, by all means. If you got some links, go ahead and post them. I don't think my bot will stop you. If it does, I'll fix it. And I'm really hoping my computer doesn't crash trying to do this slicing. See, 2,294 layers. Oh, cool. Here, I'm gonna pull this up and show it on the stream. All right, so I'm pulling up right now on the stream, guys. This is from the Flea. He put the link in chat. Yeah. No, they look good. They look good. Do you paint them as well, or do you just print for other people? Yeah, so I do commissions, but honestly, it's not like I seek out commissions. This is more of a hobby for me. I haven't technically figured out the perfect way to do this. So my original intent was the Goku figure I just did, the statue I just did. I love painting. It's zen for me. I would love to do a statue and then give it away to somebody on stream. But I haven't figured out a very good way to do a registration or a contest or a giveaway yet when it comes to this kind of stuff. But my goal is I would love to make content, YouTube videos, right? Long form content about the process of making the statue, paint live on stream. Well, I'm doing this live now because I'm picking it, but I also paint live on stream, right? And then after I'm all done, just give away the statue because I can't keep everything. I don't have the room here to keep all the statues. I do commissions though. I have one paid commission that I got done. I'm in the middle of waiting on parts for my second paid commission that I just picked up the other day. I had a couple people at a carnival yesterday. I had a booth and they were interested in maybe hiring me to do some statues for them. But I don't do enough that I would consider it a full-time job. This is just fun for me. So, because I'm an IT guy by trade, that's my day job. So, but I've also done some design stuff. So, we don't really need to see this. Let's go back to my desk. So this right here, I designed up. This is to hold a security. So I got these really old Generation 3 unified security cameras off eBay. And reason I got them is you can, on the internal parts of this, turn on RTSP streaming. So I've got one mounted to a boom arm above my paint station, and I want to use it for a shot down, and then I got one inside the tent. That's what I just used earlier, but I needed a way to mount it to, this is actually a failed, this was my first attempt at Fusion 360 designing this thing, so this is a fail, but this is the goal was the camera fits in like this, and then I could screw it onto the boom arm. I did end up finally getting one that worked. And this one probably would have worked had I rendered the threads. I did a thread and it didn't render. So this is about done sending. And I think this is up. Yeah, it's done slicing. It is uploading. Should hear the whir of the printer here pretty soon. It's always nerve-wracking printing with resin too, right? Because it's a long process, 8 hours. And there's all kinds of things that could happen in that 8 hours that would cause the print to fail. And when it fails, you're just out the time and you're out the resin. You got to start over. But I think I've got my resin settings pretty well dialed in. All right, so print started. So let's do, I'm gonna switch over real quick. It's dark in there, but the infrared should be able to see the plate slowly going down. So yeah, she has started. So yeah, so you got that plate. So this one has the tilting vat. I haven't had any issues out of it. I did have to replace the FEP within the first week because the vat was leaking. I don't think it was the tilting mechanism that did it. I think it was just a loose, bad install from the factory. And it wasn't a lot of resin. It was I managed to clean it up and I stopped using it, so it didn't really harm anything. But I did have to replace my FEP within like the first week just to make sure everything was tightened down, and I haven't had issues out of it since then. Now, technology-wise, does the tilting vat help? I don't know. It's really hard to tell these days when manufacturers put out something like this if it is just, you know, hype for them to try to get you to buy their printer. Oh, look, I have a tilting vat and it's so much better. Or if it's actually, there's some real science behind it and it actually helps the printing. I don't know. Mostly I got this because of pricing, right? So I had some extra money come in and I had a set limit. I had $600, most I could spend on everything, right? So I bought, they had a sale and I got that. You can't see it, but I've got the Elegoo wash and cure station combo unit over here too. And I got some resin. So it was like this all in one thing and I got it for like $600 and it was a really good deal. So. But yeah, I would imagine so his legs, that one piece on the side is probably gonna be on a plate by itself, and I bet if I can fit it at all, that base is gonna have to go on the plate by itself. So there's gonna be 2 more prints past this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And put it in my 3D print folder. Well, that's pretty much it on the printing. It's just, you just gotta wait. I'm gonna close out Lychee. I don't really need it open. Now, who is it? I want to say so Mimic Hobbies is a great guy, awesome creator and painter, and he has a Twitch channel, and I follow him, and I actually am in his community. He's a great, awesome community. He uses frozen printers exclusively when he does all his stuff. Yes, I already painted you, Perry. Doobie doobie doob. Now, eventually, I would like to do some FDM a little more. I've got a 0.4 nozzle, I think, on my Bamboo P1S. I'm thinking about getting a 0.2 nozzle just to kind of see how high of a detail I can get on it. I still think most of my stuff, statues, resin, right? I'm not going to do FDM, but I've actually got a smaller A1 at work with a 0.2 nozzle that I use for coins and things like that for the school, and it works out really well. The build plate? Okay, so here's the thing. You should never have to replace the build plate. Here's how the build plate works. However, there's some caveats, okay? So it depends on the model, but right, my build plate is textured from the factory, right? If you are using anything metal to scrape your prints off, you can gouge your build plate. If you gouge your build plate too badly, it will have a very hard time. Your stuff will stop sticking and you will have to get a new build plate. Small scratches aren't going to hurt anything. They're contaminated because I used them on my last build. So let me see if I can grab one with a glove so that I can show you. Two tools that you need if you're going to do just a ton of resin printing, all right? So this, I can put a link in the description. I got them on Amazon. So this is a tool to help remove the build plate. It will not scratch your build plate. It's made out of metal, but it will not scratch your build plate. I think how it's beveled, and you can pry up and get the edges of the raft up, and then they have a longer, this guy right here in the set, that you can slide in and then just pop the rest of it off. It works great. So you got an Ender 3 V3 SE. I can't get anything to stick. I have it leveled, played with temps, but I've been noticed a smooth spot. Yeah, so again, it depends on the wear and tear on the build plate. Mine's brand new, and I have taken extra precautions to not have wear and tear on the plate. But if you've not been doing that and you've got some wear and tear, then yeah. And I don't think the build plates are that expensive to replace. Now some people, I am not going to do this. I've heard some people get the flex plates to put on. I'm kind of scared of doing the flex plate because I don't want it to punch through the FEP, but I have heard some people that like flex plates on there. But here, I'm gonna pull this up for you so that you can see what I ordered when it comes to the... Whoa! Mimic is raiding with 19 people. Thanks, Mimic. I appreciate that. I hope you had a good stream, Mimic. I was just talking about you too, Mimic. I was saying how awesome your community was and your channel and how much I've learned from you guys over there. Dude, so if you guys get a chance, people that were in my chat before he rated, go follow Mimic. He has an awesome channel, and he does a lot of really cool statues. He's really, really good. He also has an awesome community, so you should really join his Discord too. But anyway, yeah, this is the 3D tools I got in order to get stuff off the build plate without scratching my build plate. So I just got done. So I ran this stream to have people help me pick my next build. We just got through picking the build. We did Invincible, from the show Invincible. And we just got through slicing it up in Lychee and sending it to the printer. The printer is currently printing right now. There she goes right there. Yeah, thanks, man. I've been trying to put, I was just talking to some people and telling them, so what I did was, and it's not perfect, right? So I've got a camera for my painting station. Which is apparently still having some issues. Yeah, so it's kind of dark over there, which is why it's grainy. And then I got a camera on the printer. So what I ended up doing is I got some of these guys. I'm an IT guy by trade, and I do a lot of Unify installations. And these are some old G3 cameras that really aren't worth anything anymore. Got them on eBay for real cheap, maybe 15, 20 bucks a piece. They're security cameras, but they have the ability to put out an RTSP stream. And so I'm not using my main camera, still using my iPhone, much better camera. But you know, for shots of the printer or for my overhead shots when I'm doing painting, I think these will be fine. I designed up some mounts in Fusion 360 and printed them so like I can mount them in different places. The only bad thing with RTSP protocol is lag. So it is not something I would do like this because I could not match up my voice with the video. It would be too hard. But it'll be fine for shots. And they record, right? They're security cameras. So I actually have them running as security cameras. So if I wanted to, I could pull footage of the print happening or the painting and maybe do some cutting and some YouTube videos in the future, which if I ever have time, I plan on doing. But let me pull up, I already closed Lychee, but let me pull up Lychee again and I'll show you the model that we ended up printing today. It's going to take 8 hours to print plate 1. It's probably going to take 3 plates worth of stuff on my printer. I really hope, I like the Lychee slicer, but I hope they work on making it faster. All right, let's go desktop. So this is the model I printed. From Zez Studios. So I think this is going to be a really fun build. They don't have a good picture of it, and I wish they did have a good picture of the full build, but he's got some rubble that he's standing on down here. So this comic series I loved. Absolutely incredible. One of the best comic series I have ever read. And then they got the cartoon, the anime is on Amazon right now. in season 2, which is also really awesome. So I was like, you know what? I got to do Invincible when I saw him. He was just one of the favorites I marked. This is where I got the Goku that I just got through doing. And I did Rick and Morty. I want to do Barbarella. I did the 60 skeletons. They were awesome. But yeah, that's kind of... I'm not actually painting today on the stream. This is more of a me picking out my next model and talking to people. We've been talking shop about different 3D models and different printers and things like that. Yeah, you know what I did with the skeletons? So I didn't know what I didn't really know what to do with them. So I packed them up and I sent them to my brother in a box and didn't tell him they were coming. It was awesome. But yeah, I think Barbarella would be a really cool one too. I don't think I've done any Kuton statues yet. No, dude, Mimic, yeah, I appreciate it. It was good to see you earlier today too. I always enjoy getting on your stream and watching you do your work. You give me ideas on how to improve mine. Yeah, the Lychee library has quite a few of the Kuton stuff in it. I do wish the Lychee library would put more images better images of the finished models though. Yeah, I don't know if they have the Xena one on here. Now, I guess technically I could just go to Kuton, right? Do they have a site? Oh, it's a Patreon, right? Let me pop that up. I found their Patreon. I want to see if I can find their site. They may not. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but someday I would love to be able to design this kind of stuff, not just print it, but Sean Connery, James Bond. What? I'm a huge James Bond fan. I grew up with me and my dad watching James Bond together. Look at that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got really excited when I saw that. Sean Connery was my favorite James Bond, and my dad and I, we always watched James Bond together. It was like a thing for us, and oh, the boys. That would be kind of cool too. Starlight. Kuton has a bunch of cool stuff. So I'm guessing this isn't printing. This looks like you're actually buying the finished statue. Cause see, that's like 250 bucks. Maybe if I join his Patreon, is there a free level where I can at least see what he's got? Yeah, let's join for free. I'll skip for now, thank you. Yeah. Oh, they're working on the Clint Eastwood. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there's the axe you were talking about. That looks really cool. It's like I know, but I don't really... No collections, posts... I don't use Patreon a lot, so I'm not really sure how to navigate it all that well. I know a lot of creators use it. Okay, CG Trader. All right, let me take a look and see if I can find that. I guess just search Kutan. Oh, there we go. All right, so this is where you would buy the actual the files. See that one right there? I have access to on the Lychee library, so and I was actually thinking about doing her. $25, honestly, for high quality STL files, that's not bad. Are they pre-supported and stuff like that, or do you still have to do your own supports and stuff on them? Have you bought any there before? Woo. Let's see if I can just get directly to his. Oh, look at that. That's from the new Fallout TV show. There's the James Bond. Wow, he has a lot of really good looking stuff. Well, I'm just gonna pick one. Let's pick the Ghoul, right? Let's see if it says, you will get, here we go. You will get unsupported STL and pre-supported STL Lychee files. All right, so they're giving you pre-supported, so you don't have to worry about that. See, I love that because I'm new to 3D printing, and I don't think I'm going to be, that I have the knowledge to make sure I get everything supported just right, so having pre-supported files is really important for me. Dude, they nailed it, right? Look at the likeness on that. I mean, I'm sure they got to do, I mean, I don't know about licensing, if they have to make it different enough to where they don't have to pay licensing fees to, but yeah, that's... Oh, look, I get to block somebody. Hang on a second, I gotta go block this spammer for the... All right, got that blocked. Yeah, and if you're going to see, that's the one. I mean, if you're going to be doing a lot of the statues, I mean, why not sub on Patreon? I don't. So as a creator, I don't use Patreon. I mean, I know of it, and I have an account. But I think right now in where I'm at in my journey, it's not really worth it for me to have stuff on there. Indiana Jones. There's the Barbarella I saw earlier. John Wick, that would be a good one too. I am so glad you guys turned me on to this site. This is going to be great. Oh, there's Xena right there. You were talking about that earlier. Sorry, excuse me. Mad Max. Wow, they have a massive library. This will be a good. Somebody was asking earlier in the stream for Ghostbusters. Huh, kind of surprised nothing's there. All right, man. Thanks, Mimic. I, again, appreciate you showing up, and I really appreciate the raid. Thank you. I'll catch you next time you're on. I promise, maybe. All right, so there were some people up in the chat earlier that were asking for some stuff. Let me see if I can find any of that stuff here. Scroll up and see. Ghostbusters. Power Rangers, that was one somebody was looking for. Let's see if there's anything on here. No. That's kind of odd. Did not spell that right. Wow, I'm not really finding a lot of stuff on here. Let's do a browse. Let's do 3D print ready, I guess. So this has a lot more than just stuff to like print with the resin printer. This is like 3D models of all kinds of crap. I can see how a massive site like this would kind of be hard to filter through. Let's find the category that this is in. Action figures and statues. So we'll just go into that category. Look at that Iron Man. The Terminator hand would be kind of cool, but I don't know how I would do the metallic. I'd have to think on that one a while. Star Trek's kind of cool. So this would also be really cool because you get some LEDs in there. Oh yeah? Yeah, it looked like it had all kinds of stuff, Woo. It had like furniture and all kinds of models on there and stuff. That's also a really good John Wick. That has definitely got to be on my to-do list. I love the John Wick movies. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of really cool stuff on this site. You've got me hooked. All right, let's search for some stuff. Let's do... Oh, yeah. Luffy in his Gear 5. Oh, the ship. The Going Merry. That would be such an incredible build. Let's see. I am probably going to have to look this up because I can't spell. Haha, I did. Look at me go. I did have somebody at the fair yesterday asking me if I could do a Kakashi. That's not that bad. $6.50 really isn't bad at all. You know, I've done Master Chief, but somebody else was asking me yesterday if I could do a different Master Chief. Yeah, I've used Yegi quite a bit, actually. Okay, so this is different. That's not a 3D printing thing. So I guess you gotta filter it. Yeah, you gotta filter it. Cortana would be a cool build. So I've used Yegi, I've used Thingiverse, I've used Maker World. Yeah. I have not had good luck with the AI image generation stuff. I tried that with Maker World. Has a little thing where you can try to design something and it generates you a model that you can print, but it doesn't work very well. What's another show that I have been watching that I absolutely love? Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Solo Leveling. There we go. I don't know if you guys have read that comic, Solo Leveling. One of the greatest comics ever. And there's a show on. There's a show out right now. I'm watching it through Crunchyroll, but. Jinwoo. Yeah, I've got to do a Solo Leveling build too. Dang it, you're finding me all kinds of stuff I got to do now. See, for that I'd have to have transparent resin, which I don't have right now. Yeah, that's pretty badass. Solo Leveling Arise. Is that the game? Yeah, I think that's a game. Shangri-La Frontier is one I'm also watching. It doesn't even look like him, so nah. Scooby-Doo! Scooby from Scooby-Doo would be a fun one, too. Alright, so after Invincible, I gotta do something off this library. Got to. That would be awesome. One punch. All right, well, I have everything I need, and I've got tons of stuff to do now. Oh, Astro Boy would be cool too. I'm just amazed by the sculptors that do this kind of stuff. All right, let's take a look at it. Okay, so how do I actually... Ah, okay, yeah, store 162. Yeah, I got it. See, dude, these people amaze me. Such talent. I really respect it. It's just awesome. Oh, I remember that show. Yeah, that was a good anime. I love how he called it Rose Soldier. No, that's Cloud. Probably says, oh, I can't say Cloud because copyright infringement, but... Oh, look at there. So that's the anime where it's Dying in Dungeon, I think, or something like that. Where, yeah, it's a great. I like that one. That's a good anime. Well, you were right. There's a lot of good stuff here too. All right, that's it. I've got to win the lottery. That's all there is to it. I have to win the lottery so that I have all the money and I don't have to work and I have all the time and then I can just do all of it. So why don't you guys in chat help me come up with the winning lotto numbers? There we go. Yeah, that's some cool stuff on there too. Michael Keaton's Batman. That's a bust. A bust. I wonder, I don't even know if I could probably print that. I would definitely have to do a lot of splitting on it because that would be out. That I don't think that would fit in my build plate. My build volume. Oh, that one's kind of awesome. That's Henry Cavill's Superman. So, I was a fan of him as Superman. I was not a fan of the film. I think they made Superman too dark in that film. I'm looking forward to the new film coming out, see what they do with it. "83 pages, wow. There's a lot of stuff on here. I think this Luffy would be really cool too. In his Gear 5. One of the things though that I got to learn how to do, so you see all this right here? I don't do well with masking, and that's one of the things I need to work on. I'm gonna work on it on this next build. I'm gonna try to do masking much better. I might get some of that liquid masking and try it out. I got some silly putty. I'm still learning when it comes to a lot of this, so. Okay. I've buzzed around a lot. Oh. Uh-oh, I hear the vacuum going downstairs. All right, guys, so I think I've done about everything I wanted to do. The prints printing for Invincible. We've had a great time. I'm kind of closing out the stream now. I appreciate everyone that stopped in. I really appreciate Mimic doing the raid. You guys are always awesome. But it's 5:30 my time here. I need to get off here and figure out what the family's going to do for dinner and what I need to cook and stuff like that. And I also have some cleaning and some stuff I need to get done. But Woo, appreciate you showing me all these new sites. That was awesome. So I still got to work on my closings, right? So let's go over a couple of things here before we close. One, I got a Discord, right? So I'm going to throw that in chat so that I do not forget. And hopefully, yep, Streamlabs works. And don't forget my website, 01creations.com. I'm not posting as much as I would like to there. My goal was I was going to do blog articles about every build, kind of, outlining everything I did, things that were hard, things that I learned. But I've gotten behind it. I've not been doing it. I got sick. I've been busy with work. But that's on there, so don't forget the website. All my social media channels are on there, but I'm pretty much everywhere, so you can look me up. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. I really hope you guys tune in next time. I'm not really sure when that would be. I've got at least 2 or 3 days worth of printing, so it's probably going to be more toward Wednesday, Thursday before I do anything on stream when it comes to cleaning up the print or doing any kind of priming or painting or anything like that. But this is Jonathan from the 01 Creations channel. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys next time.